Australia has a reputation that follows it everywhere. Mention Australia, and people immediately think of sharks, snakes, spiders, crocodiles, and creatures that seem like they were designed specifically to test your survival instincts. But here's the thing. The deadliest animal isn't the same across the country. The biggest threat in Tasmania is very different from the biggest threat in Queensland. Some of these animals are famous worldwide. Others are hiding surprisingly close to where people live, work, swim, and hike every single day. For this list, we're ranking the deadliest animal associated with each Australian state and territory. Based primarily on documented danger to humans, the likelihood of a serious encounter, and the damage the animal can cause when things go wrong. That means this isn't a list of the strongest animals or the most venomous animals in isolation. And before anyone asks, some famous Australian animals didn't make the cut. We'll explain why later. Before we start, I've got a challenge for you. Comment where you are watching from and which animal you think is taking the #1 spot. No cheating and skipping ahead. Let's see how many of you get it right. Starting with Tasmania and working our way to the deadliest state-level threat in Australia, let's find out which animal you absolutely do not want to meet. 8. The tiger snake, Tasmania. If you're exploring the wetlands, coastal grasslands, or rural areas of Tasmania, one snake deserves your full attention. The tiger snake. These snakes typically reach between 1 and 1.8 meters in length, although larger individuals have been recorded. Their venom contains powerful neurotoxins, coagulants, and muscle-damaging compounds. Before modern antivenom, tiger snake bites carried a very high fatality rate. The danger comes from how defensive they can be when cornered. Unlike some snakes that immediately flee, tiger snakes are known to stand their ground. They flatten their necks, raise the front of the body, and make it very clear that you've entered restricted airspace. A bite can inject enough venom to cause severe illness within hours. Symptoms may include paralysis, internal bleeding, and organ complications if untreated. Human encounters usually happen when people accidentally step near them, while hiking, gardening, fishing, or walking through long grass. Tasmania records a significant proportion of tiger snake sightings because the species thrives in many parts of the island. It ranks here because serious incidents are relatively uncommon compared with the animals higher on this list, but the consequences of a bite can be severe. And speaking of animals that can ruin your day in seconds, let's us head to South Australia. 7. Great white shark, South Australia. South Australia is home to some of the world's most famous great white shark waters. From the Neptune Islands to stretches of the Eyre Peninsula coastline, these predators patrol an environment perfectly suited to their hunting style. Adult great whites commonly reach 4 to 5 meters in length and can weigh over 1,000 kilograms. Their bite force is estimated to exceed 18,000 newtons, making it one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom. These sharks hunt using stealth. A great white often approaches from below before launching upward with explosive speed. Seals are a primary target, but in rare cases, humans can become involved in mistaken identity incidents. While attacks remain uncommon, South Australia has recorded several documented shark fatalities over the years. Most encounters occur during surfing, diving, spearfishing, or swimming activities. The reason great whites rank above tiger snakes is simple. When a serious attack occurs, the outcome can be catastrophic almost instantly. Still, the odds of encountering one are relatively low compared with some of the animals ahead. Next, we're heading inland to Australia's Capital Territory. 6. Eastern brown snake, Australian Capital Territory. The eastern brown snake is responsible for more snakebite fatalities in Australia than any other species. And around the ACT, that makes it a serious concern. These snakes commonly grow between 1.5 and 2 meters long. Their venom contains potent neurotoxins and procoagulants capable of causing rapid cardiovascular collapse. What makes eastern browns particularly dangerous is their speed. They can move surprisingly quickly across open ground and often inhabit farmland, grasslands, reserves, and even suburban edges. When threatened, they can lift much of their body off the ground and strike repeatedly with remarkable accuracy. Most bites occur when people accidentally surprise them or attempt to move them. That's usually when things go very wrong. Documented snakebite statistics across Australia consistently place eastern browns among the most medically significant reptiles on the continent. The ACT ranks higher than South Australia because human encounters are far more likely than a meeting with a great white shark. And now we're moving north to an animal that doesn't need venom at all. 5. Saltwater crocodile, Northern Territory. If the saltwater crocodile paid rent, it would probably own half the Northern Territory. These reptiles are the largest living reptiles on Earth. Big males regularly exceed 5 meters in length and can weigh more than 1,000 kilograms. Exceptional individuals may grow even larger. Unlike many predators, crocodiles rely on patience. They remain almost completely submerged with only their eyes and nostrils visible. Then, when prey approaches the water's edge, they explode forward with astonishing speed. The attack itself is brutally efficient. Powerful jaws clamp down with a bite force estimated above 16,000 newtons, followed by dragging prey into the water. Most dangerous encounters occur near rivers, estuaries, boat ramps, fishing locations, and remote swimming areas. The Northern Territory records documented crocodile attacks every year, and warning signs exist for a reason. It ranks here because encounters are geographically limited compared with higher entries, but few Australian animals are more capable of causing fatal injuries. And from one deadly reptile, we move to another snake responsible for countless emergency callouts. Quick side note, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing. It helps support the channel and significantly improves my chances of continuing to afford important things like food. Anyway, let's get back to the list. Eastern brown snake, Victoria. Victoria's deadliest animal is once again the eastern brown snake, but here, the risk level increases significantly. Victoria combines large human populations with extensive agricultural land, creating perfect overlap between people and snakes. Eastern browns can exceed 2 meters in length and are active hunters that feed on rodents, which often brings them close to farms, sheds, and homes. Their venom acts quickly. In severe cases, collapse can occur within minutes. Relatively small amounts of venom may cause life-threatening symptoms. Many Victorians encounter these snakes while mowing lawns, working on rural properties, hiking, or simply walking through vegetation. The key reason this snake ranks above the Northern Territory crocodile is frequency. Far more people share space with eastern browns on a regular basis than with large crocodiles. And our next animal has mastered the art of hiding exactly where people least expect it. 3. Bull shark, Western Australia. When most people imagine sharks, they picture open ocean. Bull sharks disagree. These predators are famous for traveling into rivers, estuaries, and murky coastal waters. Adults commonly reach 2.5 to 3.5 meters and may weigh more than 300 kilograms. Their bite force is estimated at over 6,000 newtons. Bull sharks rely heavily on aggression and adaptability. Unlike many shark species, they tolerate freshwater remarkably well, allowing them to move far inland through connected waterways. That's part of what makes them so dangerous. People often feel safer in rivers and estuaries than in the open ocean. Bull sharks don't care about that assumption. Western Australia has recorded multiple documented shark incidents over the years, and bull sharks remain one of the species most frequently associated with dangerous encounters worldwide. They rank above the eastern brown snake because aquatic encounters are often unexpected and can escalate extremely quickly. Now let's move to one of Australia's most infamous creatures, the Sydney funnel-web spider. New South Wales. The Sydney funnel-web spider has become almost legendary, and unlike many spiders, its reputation isn't built on exaggeration. Male funnel webs typically measure around 1 to 5 centimeters, but size isn't what makes them dangerous. It's the venom. The venom contains powerful compounds capable of affecting the human nervous system. Before the development of anti-venom, documented fatalities occurred from severe envenomation. These spiders often live in burrows around gardens, forests, and suburban environments. During warm and humid conditions, males wander in search of mates and sometimes end up inside garages, shoes, swimming pools, and homes. That's not a sentence anyone enjoys hearing. Most serious incidents happen when people accidentally handle or disturb them. The reason funnel webs rank so highly is simple. Millions of people live within their range, creating enormous potential for encounters. But even this famous spider is overshadowed by one marine animal that turns tropical waters into a completely different level of danger: box jellyfish, Queensland. Taking the #1 spot is the box jellyfish, and honestly, it's hard to argue with this one. Found in tropical Queensland waters, these jellyfish are widely regarded as among the most venomous animals on Earth. The bell may reach around 30 centimeters across, while tentacles can extend several meters. Each tentacle is covered with thousands of microscopic stinging cells, capable of delivering venom almost instantly. Unlike many dangerous animals, box jellyfish don't need to chase you. A swimmer simply passing through the wrong patch of water can make contact. Severe stings can cause intense pain, cardiovascular complications, and in documented cases, have resulted in fatalities. The danger increases because these animals inhabit popular beaches and coastal areas visited by thousands of people every year. Protective stinger nets, seasonal warnings, and public awareness campaigns exist for a reason. What puts the box jellyfish above every other animal on this list is the combination of extreme venom potency, documented fatal incidents, and the fact that people can encounter it during an activity as ordinary as swimming. For Australia's state-level wildlife threats, this is the animal that takes the top spot. So those were the deadliest animals associated with every Australian state and territory. From Tasmania's tiger snake to Queensland's box jellyfish, each one represents a different kind of danger. Some rely on venom, some rely on stealth, some simply wait for one mistake. And remember, the most dangerous animal isn't always the biggest or strongest. Often, it's the one people are most likely to encounter. Now I want to hear from you. Which ranking would you change? And which Australian animal do you think should have made the list? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more wildlife countdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.